It's time for the One Bar and Lupica Show, bringing you anything and everything Minnesota Vikings. Welcome to professional football.
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupigus Show. On this fine morning, I'm joined with Lupigus.
Fresh
Cheers.
cup of Joe in my hand.
Cheers. Usually it's a nice cold beer, but you know what? This coffee tastes pretty damn good.
Yeah, I had my coffee pot shit the bed the other day. I've been going Keurig lately.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's bad when it's been in the cupboard for like 3 years. It's full of dust and cobwebs.
Yeah, that coffee sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, we're training camp. You know, we're getting a little bit of ways into it. We're going to talk about the 5 top stories so far to come out of practice, and damn it, we got some good ones.
Yeah, it's been some pretty good practices going on lately. You know, pads are on. We're in full swing now. This is as exciting as a preseason is going to get this year. What's going on right now?
Unfortunately, we were delegated to just seeing all the nuggets come out of practice because that's what we'll only see. But we got some nuggets, and let's get right into these fancy nuggets.
Let's get into the biggest one, and that is the play of our third-round cornerback, Cameron Dantzler. This guy is just making some huge plays in practice. I watched that video of him breaking up the pass to Thielen probably 30 times.
My God, you need your life.
Talk about perfect position and then making a play at the ball at the last second. You can't teach it any better. You can't do it any better. He picked off a pass yesterday. I know we need to kind of just slow down, take a breath, and not get overly excited, but you got to be extremely encouraged by his play. I think this guy is going to have a much bigger impact than either me or you had any thought that he would have this year.
Yeah, I mean, when we got him in the third round, we were thinking, wow, that's fantastic, great value. Maybe he's a guy that can contribute in next year or something. But the best part about this is not only is he getting love all over the place, but the players themselves are actually just kind of very, very excited about him. So that shows a lot. And yeah, we're gonna see him this year as a rookie, no doubt.
Yeah, whether he's starting over Hill or just rotating with him, maybe he gets in the slot too. But yeah, Dantzler is going to have an impact, and I think he is going to be in the running for Minnesota Vikings Rookie of the Year.
Wow, bold statement. It is very early. All right, yeah. So Cam Dantzler hype. That is definitely the big boy. Another one that's a little bit surprising is just some position changes.
Yeah, and it makes sense when you think about it. But like Jalen Holmes moving to defensive end, you got Pat Elflein going to right guard, Ezra Cleveland moving inside the guard, and Dakota Dozier has been playing some center, which I mean that guy I guess can play every position on the line that there is.
He's the Dakota man. He can play anywhere he wants, and he will be good at it.
Any of these position changes give you hope, or for the player or the unit as as a whole?
I won't say hope. I've had as far as Pat Elflein, he started out as their center, kind of stepped on his wiener there, was not overly fantastic. And when they made the change to move him to left guard, I'm thinking, all right, let's get him back to his more natural position. He's going to rip it up. Sucked. So there's no hope as far as moving him. All my hope for him is gone. My only hope with him is at least he gets to go next to Brian O'Neill. Brian O'Neill will help him out quite a bit. So
what if he makes Brian O'Neill worse? Because Brian O'Neill feels like he has to, cover for him.
He might. Who knows? We'll find out. But one thing is very, very clear is he will be our starting right guard. Kubiak has said it. So let's just get used to it. Hopefully it pans out. Jalen Holmes, I mean, he played defensive end at Ohio State, but it's not like he was a big guy who got after the quarterback, put up a ton of sacks. So I think he'll add nice depth, I guess. We need that at defensive end. And then the other ones, Ezra Cleveland, they talked about, so not surprised. I mean, I still hope Ezra Cleveland just kind of sits on the bench this year. But
yeah, I think the one, and you said it, the Holmes to defensive end, it just improves the depth. If I'm Eddie Yarborough, Kenny Willekes, I don't like this because I think Holmes, I don't want to say he's a shoo-in, but I think he's got a strong chance to make the team now as a defensive end. If he would have stayed defensive tackle, I think he was definitely going to get cut. Dakota Dozier playing center is surprising to me, which makes me feel like Jake Lucina is definitely going to be on the practice squad and not have any shot of making the 53-man roster, which I thought he actually had an outside chance. But now I haven't heard a single sniff about him.
Yeah, but we haven't heard many sniffs about any rookies except for the next guy we're going to talk about. Like even DJ Wanham, I still don't think Jalen Holmes, just because he's changing positions, I don't think he's a shoo-in still because we got Wanham, we got Willekes, they got him playing with the 3s and 4s. But that's going to change when they get out there. They'll see what they got. I think they're just really trying to up front see what they have in Holmes and see if they can maybe switch him around. So we'll see.
They don't got much in them.
Don't got much, but let's talk about the rookie we are hearing a lot about, and that is Mr. Justin Jefferson, shiny old number 18.
Yeah, and this guy, he's running amazing routes, or he looks like he's been, in the Vikings system for years, making some fantastic catches. And when was the last time we had such great positive buzz about our first round wide receiver? Sure as hell didn't get it with Treadwell, didn't get it with Troy Williamson. Patterson maybe a hair or two. But this is nothing but good news coming out about Justin Jefferson. Like Dantzler, I think he will have an impact from day one, and he's going to be a big part of this offense.
Yeah, it's huge. And the best part about it is he's making plays out there. He's looking smooth, but everyone just keeps talking about how smart this guy is and his route running, which is just huge when it comes to rookie wide receivers. A lot of the times you'll see rookie wide receivers come in that are just raw or have tons of potential, where he's got the basics down. And he is going to be one of the best rookie wide receivers in the NFL this year, no doubt.
Yeah, you look at his talent and his opportunity. I mean, he needs to be a part of this offense. He will have a role, whether it's slot or number two. He should see, a handful of targets every single game, and he's got the ability to do something with those targets. So,
and he's hungry.
He is hungry. And he's got a great work ethic. He's got a great attitude. He's fired up. Yeah, I'm excited about Justin Jefferson.
All right,
I'm visibly excited about Justin Jefferson.
What?
I'm visibly excited about Justin Jefferson.
I appreciate that honesty. Another offensive weapon that we should be excited about is the fact that Dalvin Cook, there's questions if he was going to hold out. Not only is he not holding out, he's playing nice. He's out there. He's being a good team player. So that is very, very good to see.
Yeah, he's not really getting a lot of run with the first team offense yet. They're kind of keeping him off to the side, doing his own thing, getting him worked out, slowly working him in. I think they're kind of waiting to get this contract pounded out before they really unleash him in practice. But you don't really need to unleash him in practice. You know what you got. So I don't think they want to, have him get injured before this contract. Or maybe he doesn't want to get injured before this contract's finalized. Maybe it's something he's pushing. But he is there. He's being, like you said, being a great teammate, towing the company line, doing what he's got to do. So, he's putting good faith on his part. Hopefully a deal gets done here shortly so we can quit talking about it.
Yeah, I think the Vikings and him probably have some sort of nice gentleman agreement where he shows up, they get him in there a little bit, but behind the scenes they're working it out. And once that gets worked out, he'll be in there full blown. And something tells me that's getting real close. If it wasn't even close, I think he probably would just stay away.
I think it's on the precipice.
They're just both sides are just being so nice and saying so many good things about each other. It just seems like it's inevitable.
Yeah, so let's get it done already.
Let's get her done. All right, final, number 5. Surprising players that are playing with the ones and twos, players that are a lot higher than we thought they would be, and there's some of them. So who do you got?
Players who higher. I thought these players would be cut bait, wouldn't get any kind of run in camp. First one is Bush Jones. With Lucina in there and Elflein as the primary backup, I didn't think Bush Jones had a chance, but he actually took over with the ones when Bradbury went out with a hand injury the other day.
I gotta jump in. We get constantly comments on the fact that we call him Bush Jones, and people actually think we think his name is Bush.
Oh, so no.
I just had to say that. We realize it's Bush.
It was from a podcast. I think we were both a little buzzed up, couldn't remember his name, so we just went with Bush.
Bush, and it's stuck, and we're keeping it. All right, continue.
Well, the other one, too, is Aviani Collins, who's kind of been the preseason darling, looks good, and then he always ends up getting hurt before the season starts. He's gotten a lot of run. And the last one, which I totally wrote this guy off, he doesn't have any size. His hands were not what we thought last year in the preseason. Then when he actually finally got in some games is Chad Beebe. There's been serious rumbles that he could be wide receiver 3. And I got to be honest, all 3 of these guys having a role in the 2020 Minnesota Vikings makes me sick.
Okay. Well, sick might be a little drastic, but Chad Beebe, first off, Gary Kubiak, his latest conference basically said he's our number 3 receiver. He loves Chad Beebe. He was oozing Chad Beebe, which is very surprising to me. Who knows? Maybe if the guy actually stays healthy. Collins, yeah, that one's surprising to me, but you're right. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy. Maybe they're just banking on him staying healthy. I had a couple other guys. We already talked about Jalen Holmes, the fact that he bumped over there. Eddie Yarbrough, he's even been in the mix with the ones, which is like what the hell? Anyways,
Yeah.
and Hercules Mataafa, he's been rotating in with the ones. I mean, he's been a guy that we were always hoping for that does well, and I think it's just because his name is Hercules. But yeah, that there's definitely some surprises on guys who are there.
I think you'd even throw KJ Osborne as far as offense goes. He's made some plays as a receiver, and he actually looks, watching this guy play, he's got a nice upper body. He's pretty quick. He's another guy who I'm a little surprised at this point.
And we got to mention, even though he's ripping shit up, nobody saw Cam Dantzler being out there with the ones this early.
No, that's huge. And, on the flip side of this, there's guys that we haven't heard much from. I mean, I haven't heard anything about Harrison Hand. Haven't heard shit about James Lynch.
Yeah, the rookies are very quiet when you get to that fourth round and on.
Yeah, Miles Dorn. I thought he would have a real strong shot to make a safety. I haven't heard anything about him. Neville Clark has gotten some love though, so you could maybe put him on this list too.
Yeah, Neville Clark. And the quarterbacks, it's been very quiet. Look forward to seeing more on that. Seeing more on. We've heard on Nate Stanley is basically we'll make one good play and then all of a sudden he looks like Nate Stanley. So that'll be a fun one to watch. But we will continue to break down the practices each and every damn day. So make sure to check back and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, we'll have more storylines, more news, more nuggets. And remember this, if you eat a polar bear liver, you will die. Horrible death.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm. There's too much iron in there or something.